Hello, my friends. Welcome to another quick trick record of the day kind of thing. My name is Ellsworth, also known as Brock Speedboat. Today I'm going to talk to you about Dillinja Deep Deadly Subs, and it's the remix. Let's get into it. This is a cool one. Right off the bat there, you have that kind of haunting melody that sounds kind of like a submarine, maybe. I don't know. But it's a great immediate indicator of a mix. Like that melody will slowly weave its way over whatever you're doing and kind of slowly create assertion over it. So, wonderful tool right there. Got a nice kind of hard step beat that was pretty prevalent in this time. One of my favorite styles of percussion for drum and bass is that hard step style, which hopefully is what it's called. I kind of took that from DJ Rap's tune, hard step, and it seems to measure out okay. So who really knows, but we all have our personal lingos here. You hear that bass line kind of trying to creep in there. And those little stuttered breakdowns too, those are nice, man. I like those. They're very subtle. And here it comes in. So that bass line becomes more asserted first. The melody's not quite as prevalent there, it's only there in the breakdowns. After it loops around a full time, the amens come in every other measure too, which is always my favorite kind of part. Here. The amens are coming every other one, a little quicker, a little more of an even trade-off. I also love the fact that there's something that Dillinja does quite often with his amens, where they'll have like a pinch at the end, like a almost sounds like a quick start-stop kill on a record. They were doing it a second ago. I think it'll come back as well, but it's something he does quite often, and it's one of my favorite fingerprints of Dillinja's style. That. You gotta love that haunting melody and those little delicate tones just trading off. It's such a atmospheric effect, you know? And it's gonna come back in a little more aggressive. Doesn't get fully hard, but it gets hard enough. Those amens are trying, and I believe, I haven't heard this in a little bit, but I believe they roll over into a full section. Yeah, I think it's the next time around. They roll over into this full section where they're just going full bore for a moment there, and it's very satisfying. I think it's right here. No, maybe not. I I could be wrong about this. I haven't played this tune in a little while. Or it's right here. Yeah, it's that rollover. It's the only time it happens in this tune, I believe. Nice little touch. All right, a little bit of info on this moody little joint. Like I said, this is the Deep Deadly Subs remix by Dillinja. The original one's by Dillinja as well. I believe it came out in '94. This coming out in 1996 on Razor's Edge, and that's out of England. The B-side is Piche, and the track is called Ja. Sample everybody's heard quite often. And it's his VIP roller mix. We'll get into that one too. It's another great tune. It's super slow. A lot of stuff around this time was coming out a little bit lower BPM range than you might be used to if you're a newer drum and bass fan. Like even this right here. I didn't tap it out or anything, but I'm not used to hearing this quite so slowly. I always played it faster because I'm more of a 178-ish kind of guy. Yeah. Nice little jam bone there. Dillinja is one of those guys that is so prolific. I would put a wager out there that he probably has the most releases in all drum and bass. Maybe not releases because that's more of a formal term, but the most tracks that he's made. There's so many out there that never got a full pressing, only came out on dubplate or whatever. That there was so many threads back when DOA was really popping, Dogs on Acid forums, that were just trying to track down all the Dillinja tunes that nobody had a full release for, and it was never a complete compilation. You know, it's such a hard thing to put your finger on when someone just cranks out tunes like this dude does. I don't know if he's doing that much anymore. I saw him play Elements up in Boston a couple years back, and there was a couple of new joints in there, but I don't think he's cranking them out like he was for a long time through the 90s and the mid 2000s. He just made a lot of music. And this is, I remember I was picking up DJ Dara for a show we were doing in Hartford, and this was playing in the background. He's kind of humming along to that creepy melody there, and talking about how, you know, whenever he meets somebody that's a vinyl collector, they always want to like kind of compare Dillinja notes, who has what or whatever. It's really kind of a point of pride. What do you got in your Dillinja collection? So I'm happy I have this one. I've got a lot of great tunes from him, but I think this is the first Dillinja tune I ever heard. I'm not sure where I got this from, actually. I've had this in the collection for so long. It probably came from Destro, probably a hand-me-down. I don't believe I purchased this directly, but it's held up. It's been with me through all my moves, and it doesn't skip. There's not really any visible markings on it. It's lasted, and that's a pretty damn good thing, because I checked it on Discogs, and it's not that cheap. It's not crazy, but it's not going to run you anything cheaper than probably $12-15 plus shipping. So I'm glad this one still works. But that is Deep Deadly Subs. I don't have the original. It's not that bad, but I've heard them both played in sets. I've played this one in many a set, and I prefer this one. It's got a little more depth to it. I think the production had kind of gotten a little more solid by this point. You know, 96 was really drum and bass had a little bit more of a dominance in the scene than it did in the earlier 90s, when it was kind of a breakbeat hardcore thing trying to break out into its own little area of the music. So I like this one a lot. It's a great tune. A lot of good stuff came out of Razor's Edge. I wish I had more from that label, but I know they had a lot of good releases from great people like Goldie and Photek and that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for them if you are collecting a more classic side of drum and bass. They're a great label with some really diverse offerings. So I'm gonna do it, my friends. I hope you dig this one. I mean, it's Dillinja, so if you are watching my stuff, you probably like Dillinja, because how can you not if you're in drum and bass? He's one of the godfathers, maybe the biggest important name in drum and bass. Up there with Goldie probably, but semantics, obviously. Hope you dig it. Hope you're having a great day out there. Take care of yourself, take care of your people, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.